I find the idea of gay son or daughter pretty fascinating because the question is on the basis of what does it mean to be a man, to be masculine, and what does it mean to be a woman, feminine? Because in itself, being within the societal standard and how people would perceive gender roles, the idea of a man being gay is just ridiculous and crazy and just weird because typically when you think of a homosexual man, you're thinking of a feminine man. You're thinking of a weak man. You're thinking of somebody who's just sick in the head in a sense, right? Because a lot of like homophobia and shit like that. That for a man to look at another man in such a way is just gross, right? And for a man to, wind up the butt is just very odd because that's not a masculine thing to do. That's just not a manly thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And for a woman, something women are tend to be perceived as like pure, innocent, and such like that. And when you are those things as a woman, someone who is like someone who isn't promiscuous are much better in the eyes of society or societal standards for women to be a virgin, to not even have a boyfriend at any age until you're like married, right? And it's presumed that the reason why one, a man would be gay, and two, a woman would be sexually promiscuous is reliant on the same reasoning of one, that they don't have a father, one in a religious sense, and one in a physical human sense. One in a religious sense, such as Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, is that within those religions, being promiscuous for women is bad. For the same as men, as being promiscuous in general is bad, especially if you are a homosexual. And that you just weren't raised correctly based on those religious values that almost every single country has today, such as America, Saudi Arabia, like most of places in the Middle East continent, such as Africa, mainly, if I remember correctly, Christian, Muslim type of place. I'm going to say half and half. And on the physical sense of humans, is that one, a man wasn't in the household with a son. There wasn't a figure to make him strong. There wasn't a figure to guide him correctly. And that because he's a fatherless child, this man or boy ended up growing up and becoming a gay guy. And for the woman's side of thing of being a promiscuous woman, the same reason. A father wasn't there to guide her and show her what it means to be respectful, to be ladylike, and that because he wasn't active or present in the household, she ended up having daddy issues and then sleeping around with a bunch of men. But hey, maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Follow whoever links is in the bio, and of course, be yourself, be happy, don't be gay, and don't be a thot. All right? Peace out.